Okay. All right. Still booting up here. On the momento, I'm kind of like in a little bit of a shamble right now. But, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. We got music playing from the headset because it's not connected right now. There we go. Double check audio levels. Yeah, we're doing good. Guys, remember, I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. All of that was just a whole entire plan to really like raise the interest in the stream. I wanted everyone to think that I was just like, running into problems just to keep you guys on your feet, That was all to plan. Remember, I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. That happens sometimes. Let's get the chat up so I can actually see you guys talking. There we go. I wonder what this is going to do to like the... Oh, look, the chat's still there. Nice. Let's see if there was a... Floofy pigeon. I'm not a floofy pigeon. Nova. I'm not a floofy pigeon. I'm a Nawawi. I love the jokes about... See, there are some Avali out there, and I have no problems with it, right? I understand that some people take it a little bit more seriously. That's totally cool. But I love the jokes about Avali. I won't make them towards people who are uncomfortable with them, but I like it when people give them to me, like, oh, you're a chicken, oh, you're a pigeon, a little turkey. I don't know. I get it. It's like, oh, you're spending enough of your time going like, hey, like, I can hang with you because you're chill, Besides, I don't really take VR chat super seriously. I think it's just for fun. It should be for fun. It shouldn't be like a replacement for life or anything like that. That's my opinion, which could be wrong for you, but that's what I like. I like to take VR chat as like, oh, this is my escape from reality, and it should always be fun. And I'm not going to let somebody calling me a chicken bother me. So, and it doesn't bother me. That's the thing. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't even have to try for that. All right, so I think we have the chats working now. Now I have to hopefully just get back into VR. All right, we have stage tracking turn on. All right. Okay, and then computers, refresh, Cheeto VR. Okay. I can't believe that this $40 Quest 2 works as good as it does. The only problem with it is that it has in very dark scenes, there's a noticeable little green glitch down in the bottom left-hand corner of the left lens, I think it is. Yeah, it's the left lens. Because the sun hit the lenses at some point. But that might bother some people, but for what I'm going to use this thing for, that is of no concern to me, especially with all the bright places I go to. Buddy, you better not be broken again. It looks like it is. Oh, it is working. Weird, it says it's not. Huh. Well, I'll take my wins where I can. It says it's not working, but it's working. That's pretty sweet. Hey, Nanashi, welcome on through. I love that you guys still have something to do while I'm setting all this up. All right, cool. Cool. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to float this in the world and put it right there. Guys, it's Friday. Holy moly, Wow. Hey, Nanashi, if you could you type into the chat to the people who are... Not, I mean, there are people who are on the page right now, but I had to restart, so I think the stream might not have reset for them. So if you could you type into the chat, restart or refresh the page? Stream is live. That'd be super helpful if you could do that.
Scream wah. Wah. Wah.
Ah!
Wah.
Wah! Thank you so much,
Wah.
Nanachi.
Mway.
Mway?
Sure. Wah. Sure.
Let's see here. Worlds? Hopefully I can go back to the place I was at before, because that was really cool. Oops. I just went to a live space. I'm going to have to reload this now. That makes 100 nuggies now, Hio. Oh, hey, Stream Elements. You never show up. But hey, welcome on through anyway. I will be expecting an email from you later telling me about how the stream went. I like this. Let me look at it real quick. Warning, you will definitely encounter something bathers in this area. But definitely not having that happen. I don't know why it says that. But I do like this world. It's very, very simplistic. And it has water. And it, like, even with the streaming stuff running, let me check real quick. We are running, like, streaming stuff, the menu's out, everything. And it still runs at my full resolution and FPS, which is 72. But that's perfect for you guys, because you guys are getting 60. So that makes it nice. And, whoa, jeez. I cannot do a coffee. Sorry. I cannot do a coffee right now. I can't really do any of these special eaty things right now, because I'm about to do the workout, which we're going to try and do in VR today. What world is this? What world is this? This is Simple Beach Island, and it's literally made for people who stream to give them the best FPS that they can get, but with also like a pretty decent looking space. So I'm going to recreate an invite to myself, so we're not in a public space. Should the stream be flipped? Yeah, the VR part that you guys see is always flipped. And that's so that if I reach out to the right, it reaches out to the right in VR, so that it looks, it's easy for me to make movements on screen. Yeah, I try to hide the fact that it does that. It really confuses people whenever they hop into VR with me on a stream, because I've had a few people join, and they try to reach out to the right, and all of a sudden they're like, I can't reach out to the right, it keeps reaching out to the left, what's going on? Is it flipped? I'm like, yeah. It's like, oh, I never know. Alright, we gotta get our camera out. There. Hi! Flying. Actually, I wonder if I also add a focus ring to it. Will I still get the full FPS?
Boo.
Let's turn this off. Oh. You see the top of my... Almost looks like I have a bald head up there or something. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's go off to the side a little bit. Do I still have full body? Oh, you better not have broke again. Are you kidding? Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's right. I didn't activate it yet. Also, why is it Huh, weird. All right, let's turn on some focus. Okay. And then let's back out the camera, really nice and far, and then zoom in. Maybe not that much. Okay. All right, now let's check our FPS. Okay, now we're under 60 FPS. Let's get rid of the focus. That's too much. Are we back to 70? I'm experimenting today. Hi, Shizuku. Hi, Karani. How you doing, Bean? My bird was doing a silly mode, an ankle nibble. It's the famous Cheaty, new volley. Yeah, this is my Ella volley. What does this do? Huh. Well, I was getting a nice solid 72 FPS no matter what I was doing before. That was really nice, but now I'm only getting 60. But that's still 60. That's still pretty nice. That's still pretty nice. I like it. Hi. How's it going? All right. So let's. I think we can say that's good. That's a nice little spot. Now let's do our thing. Let's make sure let me do a little stomp here to wake the controllers up, and let me just. Well, I can't see them, so I'm just gonna have to hope they work. 1, 2. Look at that, guys! Heck yeah, we did it. We got the controllers working again. Yeah. All right, now let's see. Do I want the camera like over there, or do I want it? Okay. All right. Well, let's get started. Turn the treadmill back on. All right. Option 30 minutes. Start. All right, and then we got to speed it on up. I can't wait for the winter. It's just always constantly hot in this room when I do this. I don't know why. Look at that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. It's working. How do you like that? I'm marching, guys. Yeah. Now, can I move the camera around at the same time? I can. Look at that. I'm marching, guys. Are you going to march with me? Give me encouragement. Let me go. Walk.
Walk, walk, walk.
Wow. Uh-oh. Guys, it's been 15 minutes since we've started. At some point, I remember it ringing earlier. But now we're live. It says we've been doing this for 12 minutes. It's 12 minutes of setup. Normally, I have all this set up beforehand. But, that did not work out today. I am bumping something over here. Let me see if I can get this out of the way. Oh, I'm not paying attention. There we go. Hi, Gazuri. Welcome on through. Whoa, walking bird. I know I'm on a treadmill. Look at this. Look at me go. It almost looks like an idle animation, but I'm actually doing that. Look, I can do a little hop. Heck yeah. And then go back to normal walking. Why is the bird walking? Because I'm exercising. I'm on a treadmill. Changing it up. This is what I've been doing in the morning. Except for you guys, usually you can't see me doing it. So I was like, what was it? Yesterday, I was in VR. And I was in a public space, a verified public space. And someone was doing this. And I was like, well, that's pretty cool. I was like, I wonder if I could do that. So I grabbed my really junky Quest 2 that I paid $40 for on eBay. Walking a lobby, I know, right? It's different. But I was like, you know what? Let me put on my junky Quest 2 so I don't mess up my Quest Pro with sweat and stuff. Got my little Quest 2 going. Got 2 out of 3 of my trackers going, so I only have them on my feet right now. There's no waist tracker right now. So hopefully the ease of setup is a little bit nicer. But yeah, here we are. We're in VR, doing the treadmill. Yeah. The only thing is...
Hey Dungeon_Daddy_Raiden. Thanks for hitting that follow button.
Nice name, Dungeon Daddy Raiden. Thank you very much for hitting that follow button. Hope you enjoy your stay. We're on the treadmill today. This actually looks kind of cool. I don't know why. Hi. It's like I'm walking down the sidewalk. Like, can I walk forward a little bit? Oh, that's right. I have the camera out right now. Neato burrito. So how's your guys' day going? It is currently Friday. Friday. You guys got any plans for this weekend? We have a plan. That's right. Well, at least this Sunday anyway. We're going to be going to helping some family friends fix their stove and possibly a hole in their ceiling that's recently popped up. You're a monster truck? Salty, are you? Really? That's cool. Vroom. How many cars are you gonna run over? Here, let's see. You like that side view? You like that side view? Well, you shouldn't, because that's my side view. Oh, it's on this side. Well, you shouldn't, because that's my side view. That's what he said. What are you taking pictures for? Excuse me, what do you think this is? A paparazzi? Oh. What do you think this is? A paparazzi? Salty says, yes, all of the cars. Yeah, the only thing that stinks about this is that it's kind of hard to place yourself where you are. But as long as I look directly forward at Cheetie here on my screen, then I kind of get an idea of where I'm at, but I looked away from it and looked at the chat for an extended period and I lost my balance. So I got to be mindful of that. I've got one of those treadmills where it's just on the floor. There's no handlebars or anything like that around you to hold on to. Sometimes I think I should look into that, but we'll see. I'm sure there'll be one time where I end up hurting myself. I'm like, okay, maybe it's time to do the right thing. Azuri says, I'm walking around at work right now, so technically I'm walking with you. Yeah, exercise time. Salty says, I wish more people made vehicle-based personas and OCs like I do. I mean, I like being a fluffy bird, but I do like to run around as a L3 tank, an Italian L3 tank sometimes. It's pretty fun. Shizuku says, Cheetie is famous. Nuh-uh. You are. You know what I gotta say about that? Your mom. Yep, that's what I gotta say about that. Your mom. Deal with it. That's all I gotta say. You can't fight me because I'm big. See how big I am? I'm so huge. Wow, so big. Salty says, Burb tank. Yeah, that little tiny L3. That's what I used to drive in War Thunder. Crony says, ugh. I have this friend who just happens to be a girl, and I replaced her lipstick with glue sticks. She's still not talking to me. That's right. That's right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Your mom. Yep. Your mom. You want to see Cheaty jump? Diamond says, we need Hayo on the catwalk. Heck yeah, I'll show it off. Oh, my phone's ringing off something. Nope. Salty says, I especially like making OCs based off of Hot Wheels Street Beast cars. Neat. That's awesome. What about air hogs? I don't know if you know what air hogs are, but those are pretty cool. Diamond says, we need Hayo on the catwalk. But I'm not a cat. I'm a bird. See? Look at these feathers. Wow. Misrepresented. Oh, fine. The bird walk, says Diamond. Thank you for realizing. That's awesome of you. Oh, I'm trying to do it. I'm gonna boop ya. Boop. Haha. No face jacking today. We're on the quest 2. Oh. Moving Cheaty around on the screen actually makes me lose my balance. I have to be careful with that. Because I'm using Cheaty as a reference point of where I'm actually standing. Now I'm getting a phone call. This might be important. I'll be right back, guys. Oh my gosh. During the call, it looks like the controllers might have shut off again. Come on, please, please, please work. Aw, man. I got to figure out why it's doing that. That's getting a little aggressive now. Well, you know what I can do? I'm just going to set it up like I had the VMM thing and just not even worry about the whole fact that once again, the controllers are not working. So before I hop back on here, hi, New Mix. Welcome on through. Sorry about that. I had a phone call with a family member there. Like I said, it might have been really important. They wanted to verify with me a couple things because they are currently moving house. And they want to make sure that they're doing everything right electronically in their house. So I had to run them through a few things. Because they are moving, what is it called? Their internet over, their Wi-Fi. I have basically custom made their own office setup in there so they can do printing, scanning, and all that stuff in there. And they wanted to make sure everything's all good there. So it is. I just how it's set up, literally you just take everything over, plug power in, and you should be fine. So yeah, all right, let's get back on here. Let's see, how much time do we have left right now? Okay, so let's... Come on, click it. There it goes. So what we're gonna do... Well, I mean, at least the hand tracking's working, right? Right, guys? Let's just pretend the legs are still going, okay? Let's just pretend the legs are still going. Because this will be, what, twice? In about 30 minutes that it's broke. So I don't know what's going on. I wish I did, but it was working fine yesterday, and today it's just being a butt face. I think what it might be is I have too many cameras plugged in. I have three towers, and I think that's just maybe too much. So I'll go back down to 2 towers, dedicate facing forward in my VR space, and yeah. I don't know, or maybe I'll reach out to Driver for VR, see if there's anything I can do there. I hope so too. Another thing I was thinking about doing is getting my Kinect back out, because I don't necessarily need to be wearing, I mean, in the setup of everything, my controllers that are on my feet and my waist are much more expensive than a Kinect would be. And if I end up tripping or something or doing something silly, if I trip, I won't break the controllers if I'm using a Kinect because they won't be on me. So maybe I'll opt for that. And then when I want to get into VR with the Quest Pro and, you know, be all set up and everything like decked out, then I can use my my CV1 controllers. Because if you have never used the Kinect before, it actually isn't that bad. Especially if you know the limitations for it. And if I'm going to be marching on a treadmill, theoretically, it should work pretty good. But we'll see about that. That'll be really cool if that ends up working. That was my entry to full body tracking. A Kinect. And I used that for about a year, maybe a year and a half. That was pretty cool. And then I found out that my Oculus Rift could be used as full body. And I was like, wow, that's cool. Wow. Wowee. You know what's really cool about the VR chat? You can be on PC. You can be on a Quest. You can be on an Android phone. You can be on an iPhone or an iPad or an Android tablet if you have enough RAM in it. Isn't that cool? You can literally almost be anywhere and be in VR chat. VR chat on the Android, at least, even has face tracking. So it uses your front-facing camera to kind of give a little bit more liveliness to your avatar. which is really cool, really swag. I think so. Yep, I like it. I like it. So if you guys haven't tried that yet, I would definitely suggest it. Gives a little bit more options. So, before I was called, I wanted to ask you guys, what is this weekend's plan for you? What are you guys gonna do? Now, I have some computers to take a look at and pull data off of. That's a new thing I have to do now. But I was offered to keep the old laptops and computers, which might be really cool for my collection. I eventually at some point want to set up a collection of like a table or maybe a shelving unit with like different labels and stuff stating, hey, this laptop is from this year. It can do this. And it ran Windows 98 or XP or something. Or even some of them DOS. You guys remember the disk operating system before Windows? Yeah. Pretty cool. Heck, I could even make some of the more modern ones run Linux. Which hopefully in the future I can start doing. That'd be cool. Salty Pretzels, you are our last follower over on YouTube. How's your Friday going today? Oh no! Diamond, you didn't catch it. Do you have enough Pokeballs? Don't forget to check underneath the video player. There should be a little section for the community system for Pokemon. Make sure you have all the Pokeballs you need to catch Pokemon. Look at those happy birds over there. They're so happy. Diamond says, my plan is to just take it easy this week before all the family birthdays get to going. Oh my gosh, yeah. That reminds me. I think there's like 3 birthdays this month coming up. I got Smiley's, my brothers, and my nieces. Interessante. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What time is it right now? 11:50. By the time I'm done with this exercise, it'll almost be time for lunch. Have you guys had lunch already? Any lunch plans? Gonna hang out with somebody? Meet up with someone? I met up with Russian just yesterday. That was really fun. About 2.5 hours of just walking a beach with his dog. I would share pictures, but no real life pictures. But that's awesome, Diamond. I'm glad you're going to take some nice rest for yourself. That's very important. I figure out as I'm making myself more and more busy. I mean, I've done it almost every year. I kind of do this. I make myself really busy for a little bit, and then I kind of like wear myself out, and then I have to like slow down and then retrain myself not to do all that stuff. I already did that this year, about 2 weeks ago now, and I think I'm getting better already. That's good. Nice and easy. But yeah, making sure that you have a little bit of a balance, making sure you're getting your rest as you should. Very important stuff. That way you can stay nice, chipper, and floofy-tailed as long as you can. Isn't that right? All right. Alrighty, should be coming up to an end here in a second. And there it is. All right, we're slowing down. Absolutely right. Heck yeah. Alrighty. Okay. What temperature is it in here right now? It says it's 76, but it really doesn't feel like that. Is that even on cool? It just feels so hot in here. All right, let me put these controllers down for a second here. I'm going to be moving the treadmill out of the way. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's been 15 minutes. Have you guys stayed hydrated? Huh? Have you guys stayed hydrated? It's important to know. Whoa! What in the hecky? Holy cow, it's Creeper the Duck! Ladies and gentlemen, it's Creeper has now joined us over here. If you didn't know, Creeper the Duck is also... Please excuse my hands being a little bit of a mess right now. I'm finishing up a workout here. But it's Creeper. Hey, Creeper. Creeper's also a streamer. If you guys are interested in checking them out, they're right there in the chat. At the moment, it kind of looks like they're playing a lot of first-person shooters. So if you guys like first-person shooters, like I think it's Tarkov that I think they mean right now. I might be wrong. Let me know in the chat. But they do play some other games as well. So if you guys are interested in checking out a new and up-and-coming streamer, they're right there in the chat.
Oh shit, there goes the channel. Creeper the Duck just raided with 2 odd ones.
Yeah. Creeper says, just finished up Tarkov with a buddy. That is awesome. Is your buddy the second viewer there? Hello to you. Hope you are enjoying your stay. New and up and coming. Well, I mean, you kind of did just start. You never know what's going to happen. I will say, I think you do need some form of a visual representation of yourself. Something like this little guy over here, who is currently my Cheeto bot. But I think something like this, we could probably come up with something like that. If you and I talk about that, I bet you I could come up with something where we can have something like this for you. Oh, unless you already have something in the works, that's awesome too. But if you don't have anybody working on anything just yet, I know how I can take a couple screenshots of things, blank them out so they have nice transparencies and things, and then basically what'll happen is your character will sit here like this, and when you talk, its mouth will open, and he'll kind of like jitter around to emulate that he's talking. So you have a little bit of a representation of you. Yeah, I will say what I do is not professional in any shape or form. But my services are available to you. So if you want to do something, well, let me know. I will not charge you anything, by the way. That'll be free. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're on the Quest 2 today, so no face tracking, and my full body is not playing game today, so I tried to restart my computer twice, and it's like, nope, no full body. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just not do that today. But that happens sometimes. But anyway, how was your stream today? And how long did you stream for, out of curiosity? Creeper says, was good. Got to ban a bot. streamed about for 2 hours. Nice. So what I would say also is you should look into something called SiriBot, which we also have over here. It's called SERY_BOT, I believe. And basically what that does is if a bot comes in, it already knows that it's a bot, either by something that it types or maybe a link that it puts in that seems familiar to it, or if it's already in its database of being a bot by someone else, it'll automatically ban them within like a second of them being there. So you don't have to do anything. And then you can tell your chat to point and laugh. Haha, screw you, bot. Get out of here. Get banned. But it's on Twitch, and I believe all you have to do is go to SiriBot's Twitch channel and then type in their chat like accept me or something, and it'll be added to your channel too. It's really, really easy. You have a soundboard on your sound on your soundboard for bands? That's awesome. We'll talk off air. Okay, sounds cool. But if you need to get going, I totally understand. I know how that goes. Usually you stop streaming because you have somewhere to be. So if you need to get going, I totally understand. Don't forget to do your stream aftercare as well. Make sure you're hydrated, get some food. If you need to, maybe take a nap. Wash your face, get nice and refreshed so that you can finish your day. Because I know it's not the end of your day yet. Oh, that's cool. Well, welcome on through. Creeper says, nah, I have work. Late shift today? I mean, it's kind of always a late shift, right? By the way, hello to our one YouTube viewer over there. If you're on a TV today, you are awesome and valid. Thanks for watching. We actually do have a few over on YouTube. You get analytics and stuff like that. We do have a surprising amount of people who watch on YouTube who are actually watching on a TV, which means they can't type, but they are watching. And I really appreciate you being here. We got sent by Darnian 2 days ago using Throne right here. Sent me some more coffee. So we now have 24 more cups of cappuccino, which you can just barely see in the bottom right hand corner of the shelf there. But it's there. We also have the other box of cappuccinos that are on the left there. And then there's also one more downstairs that is like a caramel something or other. Or I think it's caramel, but I bought those ones myself. But I might put them into the setup too. Long time no see says, I think, I forget how to say your name. It's been a while. So it's Puny. Is that how you say that? Is that supposed to be a P-E-H-W-N-I-E? So Puny? Is that right? Wow, you're over on YouTube. That's pretty cool. Did you know there's a couple of commands over there on YouTube right now? You can boop me if you like. Exclamation point boop in the chat. That works on Twitch and YouTube too. Creeper says, what's the button to change my avatar again? Now, I forget exactly where it is, but I believe if you're on desktop, right, you click the video player, and over on the right-hand side, there should be a purple button that says SA on it. That's either sound alerts. It should be purple, but if it's purple, then that's the stream avatars button. You click that, and it might take a moment for it to load up because there's 800 different Pokemon to choose from. But once it's loaded up, you can click in there, search for any Pokemon, like a Ponyta or something like that, and then click it, and then your avatar should change. Then also in the top left-hand corner of that, there's a little, what they call the burger menu or the ellipsis up there. You click that, and you can go to different hats and clothing options and colors and stuff for certain Pokemon. There's also an actions tab as well, so you can throw yourself around, bomb people if you feel like it, and other things. Your friend was talking? I believe it's if you click on the video player on Twitch, over on the right-hand side over there, there should be a purple button that says SA on it. You click that, and it should open a menu for streaming avatars. And then it might take about, I'd say 30 seconds or more for it to load all of the avatars and stuff, because there's literally 800 of them to load through. And then you can choose one. Creeper says, got it. Nice. My name is pronounced Pony, by the way. You said it is the most common. Oh. Ah. Pony. That's right. Well, how have you been? It's been a while. Creeper says, Danke. Dankeschön. I forget how to say you're welcome. But you're welcome. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Bitte. Is that also how you say, please? Like if you ask for a beer, you go, ein Bier, bitte. So it's like, one beer, please? Yeah. So please and you're welcome are the same thing, I guess. Peperoncini, bitte. Peperoncini, bitte. I hope you're not making me say bad stuff. Papers, please. Uh-oh. Furious Flame, hello there. Welcome on through. How you doing today? Are you a first-time chatter? You are a first-time chatter. Hello. Great to see ya.
Oh, hey Furicious_flame. Thanks for hitting that follow button.
Wow. Wow. Ferocious Flame. Thanks for the follow over on Twitch.tv. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your stay. Pony says, cannot complain. See your videos pop up on my timeline every now and then. I hope they put a smile on your face. I'm still trying to. I haven't made like any proper dad joke videos in probably a month at this point. I kind of like burned myself out 2 weeks ago. I mean, that doesn't make a mention for the 2 weeks before that, but I mean, I was planning on doing stuff, but I ended up doing too much stuff, and then I was like, and then I was like, okay, I need to take a break. But now I'm getting back into things. Now I'm doing exercises on stream now. So I tried to do a treadmill walk on here, but my full body was not having it today. So now I'm half body. That's why you don't see the bottom half of me now. Because it don't work. My setup is too jank. My setup is too cheap. It's like 8 times cheaper than regular stuff, or maybe even more. Right now, I'm trying to get myself, what is it called? I'm trying to get myself a PSVR 2 because it has eye tracking, and I want something that can do eye tracking. But what is the word? It doesn't. It isn't super affected by moisture at all, because I would like to do something like working out on a treadmill, but still have eye tracking. But I do not dare do it on that Quest Pro, because they're super susceptible to water ingress. And it's always hot in here. It's always hot in here while I'm working out. It's like 80 degrees Fahrenheit while I'm marching away on that treadmill. I don't know why. It's like earlier it was 64 degrees outside, but I just could not get this room to cool off. So now I have an AC running, but it thinks it's 75 when it's 80. I don't know what's going on. But hey, you know, well, give me my controllers. There we go. I'm marching away. I'm getting those steps in. What kind of workouts do you guys do? Do you guys, I'm like, for instance, Creeper over there basically just does a whole bunch of marching around while they're at work and stuff to make sure that their spaces are nice and safe and good to go. I do my marches on my my treadmill. I go for walks with Smiley. I go for hikes sometimes with Smiley. I do that. Pony says, I like the timeline where we share this planet. Keep on having fun. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to have fun. I'm also trying to keep moving forward and stuff like that. Trying new things. I'm trying a lot of new things recently. It's a little tough at the moment. I'm trying a lot of new things. I can't explain what they are, but I'm trying new things right now, and it's an adventure for sure. It's a new stage, but yeah, we're getting there. Simon says I go walking and I got a cross trainer. Hey, that's pretty cool. Nice. I remember at one point I took up running. I did that for about 3 months. Smiley and I were doing that, and then something happened, and I don't want to say what it is, but something happened, and we just decided we weren't going to do that anymore. So we didn't. But now I've taken up walking, because for the longest time I was doing a exercise bike stuff. But the exercise bike thing I wasn't really a fan of. I just didn't like sitting. I didn't like sitting. And apparently walking on a treadmill is actually a lot more exercise than it is to pedal on a sit-down bicycle thing, because you're moving your whole body to do it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll choose this over the bike, at least for now, because I'm sure eventually I'll get tired of the treadmill. But so far, it's been how long have I had this thing? I think I've been using it for 3 or 4 months now. And then I keep falling out of it and then coming back into it, but I haven't gotten bored of it yet, so that's cool. Pony says, if you can't run, you can always walk quickly. Yeah, and that's pretty much what I do on this treadmill. It maxes out at 4 miles an hour. It's one of those basically really flat ones that's supposed to go underneath your desk so you can walk while you're at work typing on your keyboard. It's one of those. But I set it for 3.6 miles an hour, which is fast enough that it makes it hard to talk to you guys sometimes while I'm marching on it if I talk too much, which happens. Hey, Malarian, how's it going? Oh, it's going great. I started my day off a little bit in the dumps. I guess I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but then I started marching on the treadmill, and boom, happiness. I find that doing exercises tends to just pull me out of funks, which is really cool. So that's really cool. So I may even end up, like, if I get into like a bad mood later on in the day or something, I'm just gonna hop back on it. Malarian says, I'm just finishing off some work stuff. That's awesome. We're in a new world today. We are in a beach. Oh, you know what? I want to save this world. Worlds? Actually, I think... You know what? I'm going to do it. I like this world so much because literally, I think we're still getting 72 FPS. Well, we're getting 65, which is still pretty darn decent for all the stuff I'm doing right now. I'm sure my computer is screaming, trying to get all this running, but it's working. I'm going to go to Worlds, go to this, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to make this my home. Add to favorites as well. And I think I'm going to set it as a workout world because I'm literally using it as one. There we go. Valerian says, I hope you don't overheat. Well, I don't think I have that much heat in here. It is 85 degrees Fahrenheit, or sorry, not 85, 80 degrees Fahrenheit in here. I mean, it's cooled down now. It's actually cooling down now. That's really weird. I work out and the room heats up to like 80. I stop working out and now it's 76 in here. I literally produce heat apparently. I see your beans are still crystallized. Well, I just haven't had time to go back into Unity and figure out what's causing that. That's not the best look, I don't think. Look at that. That's not the best. So I will see if I could probably just go into the texture file and find out where the heck that is, and just turn them gray, like all the other cheaties. Just turn them gray. I've always thought about changing that to pink or something, but then I'd have to like change all the artwork of Cheaty and stuff, and I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna keep it gray. Besides, if I make them pink, then people might pay a little bit too much attention to that, and I am not a fan of that, so I won't do that. Also, you're an Avali on a beach. I know, right? Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, no, so Cheaty, to his lore, is not ammonia-based, so that is why, I can't open my mouth because, and there's no extremities on this character either, but, see how his tongue is red in there instead of purple? That is because he is water-based. He's more, like Earth-based, because he theoretically lives on Earth and visits to the places of Avalon and stuff, which he has feathers and things, so he can keep himself relatively okay warm in those regions. But in Earth, he's fine, and this is so that he can spend time with all of his Earth friends, like you guys. Because I didn't want to like relegate Cheaty to only being able to be on Avalon or Magnolia, I think it's called, for the SBS. I might be wrong. Diamond says, bean crystallization. This is a bad condition. Is that actually a thing? I didn't know. Pony says, looks like the texture might be the wrong order or has the wrong render mode. It's on the feet too. I'm not sure. I kind of did just kind of put this together. Because it sort of looks like there's some weird texture overlap or something. Like maybe the beans are supposed to be their own texture, which would be really weird if that's true. Let me get a little bit closer, because you can see the hold on. You can see the normal feather color, I guess you could say, that yellow. You can see that like semi there, and then also blending into the bean. And I don't know if maybe there's maybe a texture I forgot to put in, because that might be what it is. I might have forgotten to put a texture somewhere. Because I was given the textures all as individual files, and there was a lot of them. There was normal maps, there was regular textures, I think there was an atlas as well. I need to look into that, because I would like to make a very lighted version of this guy as well. Because I like optimization. I'm not a huge care of being high definition and super high quality. I love being optimized. It's so much fun, because then I can make him compatible with Quest and PC, and he looks the same across both platforms. So Quest users aren't missing out, phone users aren't missing out, and if I have the option to, eventually, I'd like to make it so that iPhone users can see me too. Sandpaper paws. You're a termite spy, aren't you? Or maybe I'm a dog who just like spends way too much time outside, and I've been on concrete all my life, and this is how my paws are now. Because I've noticed that kind of happens to some dogs. Like, well, I don't know. Is that true? Like, if a dog spends a lot of time indoors, right? Which is not exactly the best thing. But if a dog spends a lot of time indoors instead of outdoors, their paws are usually a lot more soft. But if they're outside a lot, like they're in the backyard, they're in their front yard, running around, being free, like they should be, then their paws kind of end up a little bit sandpapery, like this, or tough. Hi, Proxel. Welcome on through. How you doing, Foxo? You know the weird thing about that, though? How dogs, if they spend a lot of time outside, their paws get, like, really kind of, like, rough and stuff. I have had... Let's see. I think I've had No, 3 cats over my lifetime. Smokey, Chalupa, and Moose. There it is. And Smokey was very much an outdoors cat in the city, so he was on concrete a lot of dirt and stuff like that. Chalupa was a very indoorsy cat, and then Moose was a in between because he didn't have access to outside necessarily, but he had access to like a little porch and stuff that he spent a lot of time out on, but would always come inside at night. They all had really soft paws. Their paws never got sandpapery or anything like that. I don't know if that's just because they're much lighter than dogs are, or at least the dogs I had. I had really tall, big dogs. Decoy! Hello, Decoy. How's it going? Welcome on through. Guys, if you didn't know, Decoy Coon right there in the chat is also a streamer as well. If you guys like birds, Decoy is definitely a bird to pay attention to right there in the chat. Wah! I know, I gotta do it. Birds must support birds. Yeah. Proxel says, I'm okay. Gonna have my birthday party today in VR since it was my birthday yesterday. Hey, happy birthday to you. Congratulations on becoming wiser. Not older, wiser. You now have more knowledge in your brain than you did last year. I think that's really, really cool. You're welcome, Proxel. Pony says, they just don't like carpentry as much as dogs, and thus have no need for sandpaper paws. I just got what you meant by that. Wow. That took me, what was that, like a whole 5 minutes? I didn't know what you meant by that earlier. The sandpaper paws and what was that, termite? I can't scroll up now, but it was like, oh, jeez. That's funny. Ah! Sorry, Proxel. That doesn't work on the VR chat avatars. That only works on the Venian ones, which I may or may not use anymore if I'm going to start doing the treadmill in VR now, which I kind of want to. That looked cool while it was working. And I might want to keep doing that. So we'll see. But I'll have to see if I can maybe make like a virtual version of it where confetti still flies on the screen, but it's like separate from VR. Whoa, where it's separate from VR chat. Because I can do that. Like for instance, you can do exclamation point boop, and it works both on boop. Wah! Hey, make it an OSE thing. See, I don't know. My brain is not smart enough for that. But what I can do is make it part of OBS and play an animation where it falls over the screen and stuff like that. And because I would do that, it could be the whole entire screen. So it covers like the chat over there and these screens over here instead of just my VR chat window. I have tried the VR chat OSE things. I did find a program and a whole setup for that. And I did set it up, but it wasn't really that reliable. And I could not figure out why it wouldn't work sometimes. Like it would work sometimes and then sometimes it wouldn't. And I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't work sometimes. I was like, I don't know. But I know how StreamerBot works though, and it seems to be really reliable, and it works on Twitch and YouTube. Which I think the other thing I was using before, which was the OSE thing, only worked with Twitch. But if I can make it work for both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, that's where the fun is. I like to try and make everything accessible for everyone. That's usually what I try to do with my avatars as well. If I am on PC, I want there to definitely be a Quest version for people to see too, and it needs to be as optimized as I can get it, so that I don't like lag the poor Questies. Oh, battery check. Ooh, we are low. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to set you guys over to the birdies here. so that you guys can have something to look at while I'm gone. I think I'm going to be gone for maybe about 10-15 minutes. The idea here is I'm going to go take a shower. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Smiley gets off early today. I think he said he gets off at 1 to 2. Okay. Okay, so what we will do now, I think, let me see how much actual percentage I have left here. I have 17%. That should be, Peach, you dork. That should be good for another 15 to 20 minutes. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and let the battery get down to maybe 5%. Hydration, yes. See, that's another thing I need to figure out too. Get a hydrate command for YouTube so they can do it too. Creeper says, I need to get ready for work, so I'm gonna head out. Have a good one, Hi-Yo. Creeper, have yourself a good one. Thank you so much for stopping in. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope you have a good one at work. Keep that head up high. You're doing awesome. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, Creeper the Duck right there in the chat is also a Twitch streamer. If you guys want to check somebody out who's new, they're right there in the chat. They play first-person shooters such as Tarkov. They are still working on making their stream their space. But hey, excuse their construction. They'll be up and running in no time. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick around for a little bit longer. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shut down for today. Oh, I just got the notification from Quest. Headset battery is low, so we're at 15 now. So I think we have maybe 10 to 15 minutes left. Yeah. Decoy, what are your plans for the weekend? It's Friday. Anything going on today? Or how about tomorrow? Yeah, unfortunately, the normal catch doesn't work either. That's part of the Vinian thing. I'm almost kind of wondering if I should make Vinian for him down here, or if I should keep the little 2D thing. I think the 2D thing is perfect for this. I also don't think my computer needs more 3D stuff to do. My poor GPU and CPU are basically running 100% all the time, which is good. I found out that if your computer is both 100% or near 100% on CPU and GPU, you're pretty much utilizing your whole computer instead of having a bottleneck somewhere, and that's pretty much what's going on. That means we're doing good, guys. Simon says the 2D one is cute. Yeah. This little guy right here, if anyone didn't know, this is a work by Fearless Randomist with some small edits by another artist friend of mine. But Fearless Randomist makes these little stickers, and they're you can literally make something just like this for about $5, maybe another $5 to an artist to make 4 different versions where he's got a closed mouth and a smile with his eyes open, another one with a closed mouth and his eyes blinking, another one with his mouth open and blinking, and then another one with his mouth open and eyes open. And that's 4 images, and you have a fully moving and animated little guy down there. This guy was really easy to put together, really cheap, but at the same time looks really nice. That and the artists that help make these little things are just really friendly. Fearless Randomist is really nice. They do a lot of Avali work. I really appreciate what they do. They are, funnily enough, all the Avali work that they do, at least this is something they said like a year ago, so that maybe their opinion has changed since then. But they're not the biggest fan of Avali, and that's because, unfortunately, and I really don't like this, but apparently Avali, or at least the people in the Avali community, like to take her work, which she gives out freely sometimes, by the way. She does have like line work that she says, oh, you can just color this in and call it yours. But I request that you don't remove my signature from it. And unfortunately, a lot of people do that. They do remove the signature, and I feel like that's such a poopy move. I understand why you would want to do that, but like, that's a free piece of artwork. That little bit of advertisement goes a long way sometimes. So what I've done is I've made sure that all the artwork that I have from Fearless that she requests us on, that's because like sometimes I'll use it for a comic or something like that, and I always make sure her signature is somewhere around the image. Like sometimes where it's normally at isn't a good spot, so I just cut it and move it to a different location, but it's still there. And then I have what's the word I'm trying to look for? I have made stickers for a lot of friends, and every time I do that, I send her another $5 because, or not another $5. I buy another one of her sticker packs, basically just for one of the stickers for a friend. And it's like, oh, you want this one? I'm gonna give Fearless. I don't think I'm supposed to even have to do that, but I want to be like a little bit of a support for her, because I really appreciate what she does. So it's like every time I do a sticker for someone, I'll send her $5 just to support her, because I'm making somebody else have another piece of her art, so might as well do it. You could say it was their signature move. Oh, wow. Bringing in the dad jokes. I love it. I love it. I like it. I like it. Good one, Pony. Pony, I want to ask you this. I'm pretty sure I know who you are, but I want to verify. Do you make chiptune music? I'm pretty sure you make chiptune music. Is that right? I think it's called chiptune, or is it like 8-bit? Maybe not 8-bit. Maybe more like 16-bit. Maybe it's just do you make music? How about that? The wait for YouTube comments sometimes. I'm excited because if you are, if I remember correctly, you make some type of music, and there's one track of music that I believe you've made, and you told me never to release it anywhere, and I've kept my promise on that. But it's a piece of music that every time I listen to it, it makes me cry. Because it's just so freaking happy. I still do, but I make more normal music now in general. I would say I have improved greatly since last time. Hey, I don't know if we're still friends on Discord. If they're not, I would like to hear some of your stuff. That'd be really cool, because the stuff that you've sent me before was always really, really nice. And like I said, like the one track of music that you told me not to share with other people, I feel kind of like special that you told me that, because it's like, oh, I get to have this, you know. So I have it, and I was like, periodically I'll listen to that, and it freaking makes me cry because it's so happy. It's such a happy song. Oh my gosh, but it just makes me tear up for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's just so happy. Battery check. Oh, we're in the red now. 10%. Wow. Wowee. Oh, it's 12:30. Actually, we're lasting a lot longer than I thought we would. Hey, is that a slowpoke? Oh, it's a slow king. Wow. His brains are getting scrambled by the crustacean on his head. Whoa. Oh. Pony says, glad to hear. It's meant to be entertainment after all. Yeah. But no, I still have it. I still have a lot of, actually, a ton of stuff from the Ironstone days, actually. You don't have me added? If you'd like to, it's totally up to you. But if you look up all lowercase, Cheety Bird, it's CheetiBurd, all one word, all lowercase. But that is my Discord username if you'd like to add that. I'll be more than happy to add you because I would love to hear more of your stuff. If you're okay with that. Wow. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, the music that's currently playing in the background right now is a Lo-Fi Girl. That's their channel name anyway, but Lo-Fi Girl Summer Vibes. I've been listening to this a lot recently. It's just so happy and chipper. I love music like this. So if you're interested, it's live right now, by the way. This is not a recorded piece of music. It's a live stream right now that's playing in the background. So if you guys are interested in listening to this music after the stream is over, which will be in a little bit here, you can continue to listen by going to YouTube and typing in Lo-Fi Girl and finding Summer Vibes. They'll have a guy laying on his back overlooking a big, wide open, kind of like Caribbean looking space. By the way, if you're over on YouTube, you'll notice the little characters down on the bottom of the screen there. You can change those to anything you like, about 1 to 800 different Pokemon, plus an Volley, a few other things. Hello, Ashton. A few different things. You can change them by typing in !EXT, or short for extension, but !EXT in the chat, and then a link will show up after a little bit. You can click that, and it'll take you to a separate page on the side where you can change all your assets and stuff. How you doing, Ashton? Welcome on through. How you doing today? Pony says, well, seems your collection of limited edition obscure pony music, TM, needs some new tracks. I'd be happy to fix that for you. Find you on Discord. I think you should, if excuse me, if it shows my picture, I should be like a rainbow background with a little drawn version of Cheety. I need to change that background. That was the not the background. I think I just need to update the profile picture. It's been the same for like the past 4 months.
Ashton is here. Cheety Burb, famous dad Burb friend. Can I hug you? Also, Ashton is still sick but almost better. Thank you, Cheety cute famous Burb.
I'm not famous. Nah, get out of here with that. Not famous. I'm just a bird. But hey, you can have a hug. You're doing an awesome job. Keep it up. I hope you get better soon. Don't forget to have some chicken noodle soup. Remember, a volley aren't chicken, but you can always call it a volley. Well, you can call me a chicken if you like. I don't mind. Guys, we're down to 5%. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Azuri says, the more I learn, the more I find Cheety has a very good taste in music. Heck yeah. Man, I would love to share that track of music that makes me so I don't know, it's at the same time it feels special that I have that track of music from Pony. Headset battery is very low. Battery level is 5%. Charge now to keep using your headset. No, I don't think so. You can't tell me what to do, Meta. You think you're almighty and powerful with your messages in my vision? I think not. Not today. Yeah. But we do have to start thinking about closing up shop here, guys. The headset is about to kick the bucket. Once it does that, I'm going to end the stream and send you all over to somebody new. Hopefully we find somebody really cool. I believe Cynic should be streaming now, I believe. So maybe we'll send you all over to him. Cynic is a really cool bean. They have their own custom little volley. They have a good head on their shoulders. I like them. Missouri, I don't know if we have any pictures with each other or anything like that, but I'd love to add you up here in this top left-hand corner up here. If we have any pictures with each other, if you could send them to me on Discord, I think we may have each other on there. I actually don't know. I have so many people on Discord that I actually don't even know who they are. People send me friend requests and then they never talk. But I just accept them all because it's fun. It's fun. My birds are screaming. Can you hear them? Whoa, where are you going? Hey, come back here. Come back here. What are you doing? Hey. Hey. Whoa, you're getting close now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Wow. Battery level is very low now. It's 3%. Charge your headset. I'm surprised it's not calling me an idiot right now.
GT is small famous burb. He has 1.6 thousand subscribers. Please no leave us Gito friend what are GT burb names. GT always busy so I try to not bother him.
Aww. I mean, I do try to be like in DR chat and on Discord and stuff like that as much as I can. But you can usually find me there. You're always free to just chat. If you want to join the DSBF too, if you're over there, I forget if you are or not. But I'm in Discord. You can always reach out on there if you like. It's CheetiBird, CheetiBurd on Discord. I don't always respond right away, but if you do reach out, I do tend to get back to somebody. If I do, I'll usually just leave the notification there until I have time to answer stuff. Missouri says, I don't believe we are, but I am easy to find. I'll have to find you. Pony says the camera got scared by the low battery. I guess battery means something else to the camera bird. Yeah, who are you? Who is behind the camera? No, get back here. Get back here. I'm talking to you. Get back here. I said get back here now. That's better. Get back here. There you go. There, see, that's how you do it. That's how you're doing a good job.
I have DM with you, Cheety Burb. I gave you bottle of bourbon. Stay safe, Cheeto friend. Also, pet baby Cheeto in corner.
Yeah, this down here is how you talk to me. This that say command, he's saying that stuff. Your battery level is very low. Your battery level is 1%. Oh, there it goes. It died. Guys, I am no longer. I have become the one with real life once again. I am now staring at my my desktop computer. Yeah. I've shut down. Oh. There we go.
I know I talk, but I want pets chirp.
I would give you chirp. I would give you head pats, but I'm out of battery. My headset no longer tracks. Theoretically, I could put my Quest 3 on right now. But I do have to get out of here. It is now 12:40, and Smiley says he gets off at 1, maybe 2. And I want to go take a shower. because he wants to go to the pub. It's Friday. There we go. Let's put that on the charger. So we are going to go and have a little bit of fun, just me and him, maybe a couple of strangers at the bar. Say hello to our favorite bartender. Her name's Heather. She's really cool. She gives us a hard time, but we're pretty much okay with that.
Have fun, Cheeto. Don't stay up too late.
I'll try not to. I've been being really bad with that as of recent. Staying up way too late and then waking up too early. Mayo. Peach, kick his butt. Peach, kick his butt. It looks like she's getting tired. And he doesn't even sit on the swing. He just... Oh, I see. He wanted to play with the bell, and she was in the way. He's been fascinated with that bell recently. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to be it for me today because my headset is now dead. We've been live for an hour and 32 minutes, although we were live for, I think, 30 minutes earlier as well. So we've technically been live for about 2 hours today, which is decent enough. I think 2 hours is a nice safe bet, mate, with 3 being an elongated stream. But I think there won't be a longer or a later stream today unless maybe something happens. But if I'm going to have a beverage, I think I'm going to stay off of that because I'd rather not do that. I did it once and I watched the stream back the next day. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, well.
Have a great day and weekend, Cheety.
You too, Diamond. Have yourself a wonderful one. Welsh, have a good one. Azuri, happy, have a great day at work. That is 2 cool people watching me at work. That is so cool. Then we've also got Ashton McLeod. Have a wonderful day. Pony. I look forward to messages. Seeing you in Discord. You said you found me, so I can't wait to see ya.